How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Penumbra Overture. This one is the very first of the survival horror experiences, from my knowledge, that Frictional Games gave to us, essentially, or gifted us in this case. This game came out in 2007, 3 years before Amnesia: The Dark Descent. So this is the beginning of everything. It's gonna be a little bit different. This is why I wanted to show this one next, because it shows just how they tweaked it to make it a more how do I place this? To make it more survival horror and less horror. When I get right into it, normal. And you're all going to see exactly what I mean. I'll explain more as we continue on throughout the series.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it. So when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Okay. I guess I'm back. Alright, so we're just... Oh, here we go. A little bit more of a cutscene, but I'm not going to disappear from this one. I think this one's pretty quick anyway. Yeah, look at that. That's all it takes. Finally, we're almost docked. I better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I can still pick things up using left mouse. Okay, and I can take a closer look at things using right mouse. Okay. Got it. I thought I could have taken a closer look at things using right mouse and just destroyed that whiskey bottle. Good things I have a notebook. Jot down the interesting information and reminders. Okay. With P. Okay. I think I left my torch in the desk drawer next to the bed. It can be opened using a left mouse on it, holding the button down and moving the mouse. Okay, cool. This also shows... Oh, I can right click on that and then it gives me information with the eyeball. This fog closed in on us almost as soon as we left the port. I haven't seen any landmarks for ages now. I don't know how they're managing to navigate. I'd be as good as lost at sea if I was on my own. Not a thought worth thinking. I wonder if... I almost feel like my camera is smaller. 1 second, everybody. Let me just... There we go. I feel like I was just like so tiny. You know what I mean? Like that's a little bit better. I'm gonna have to organize. I want to do something with my camera just to make it a little bit simpler, a little bit more eccentric. But right now, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. I wonder why it was so small before. I'm certain this map's a good decade or so out of date, but landmarks don't change much in Greenland, so I've got a pretty decent idea of where I'm heading. Okay. So I can basically pick up the couple Campbells. What does that say right there? Oh, I wonder if I can still do the thing. Let me see. Pick that up and R? I can move it like that. Can I rotate? I can rotate myself. Huh. I could have... I guess I can't rotate in this game, or maybe I'm wrong. There we go. I can still do that, though. Okay. Usual rules apply. There is no voice acting as far as I can remember, so it's all reading, and it's a lot of reading, so get ready, everybody. Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I've left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get your rest. But what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need so you can come home to me safely and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. I've washed those overalls of yours, okay? I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time, but I still feel better knowing they've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout, but I said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything. Stow them well in the ice, and I'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love. Aw, cute. The fisherman's wife. Okay, so the fisherman... This is his, I guess. I mean, clearly. Alright, so there are... Oh, here we go. Playboy poster. It's nice to see. It's nice some things don't change no matter how far you are from home. Okay, so some Playboy stuff and... That one over there, this one over here looks like Dolly Parton, but I might be wrong. I mean, some dude's carrying a fish. A lot of fish memorabilia. Nothing around there. And then, of course, there's this. So let me... I need to... One second, everybody. Let me... Not this. I guess maybe push it up more? Fuck the game. Okay, that might be a little bit better, but... as you can see, the way things work is a little bit different than Amnesia. It's a little bit clunkier, kind of. The flashlight switches on and off via the inventory tab, or hopefully with the shortcut key F. Now, where's the emergency glow stick? Should still be in the locker. Keys in my inventory tab. Okay, so that's the light. That's the flashlight. Key in my inventory tab, and it still works the same way. Just get there, unlock it, pull it open. Good thing I have my torch at hand. This country seems to... Okay, I didn't even read that, but grab that. Could come in handy if the torch is out of batteries. I should be able to access it from my inventory. Okay, and then some batteries for the torch, some extra batteries to power my flashlight. Yeah, guys, so hopefully you don't see what I'm seeing, which is a little bit of screen tearing, but it took me so long to I can grab it, but I'm not really doing much with it. It took me so long to get it organized. Oh, there you go. I don't know how long it's gonna take, so I'm just gonna let you guys kind of like read through this. Click to continue. Oh, I can read it. Okay. As I stepped out the boat, ooh, that's a lot of setting out into the blizzard that had formed around me. I realized how utterly devoted I've been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after. What the? I knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. Okay. Let us do this. This game being old as hell, so cold, don't even know where I am, need shelter soon. Okay, I got you. Let's just go, because apparently we were just dropped. Oh, okay. My entire head went numb a long time ago, but I still hear the wind roaring past. Or is that some animal in the distance? I don't know, bruh. If I click, I could just manage to pick up that rock. The cold's made me weak, but I can still throw it. Okay. Not really sure why. I can kind of hear what he's talking about, though. I did raise the gamma up this time. I felt like Amnesia was a little bit too short. Not short. Swing the stone more accurately. There you go. Okay. This way? This way? Or this way? Oh, okay. Can I open it? Here we go. Oh, that was definitely wolves. That was definitely wolves. Okay. So for the most part, yeah, it took me pretty much about 45 minutes to basically try to set this shit up. I kept getting a double monitor screen. My window capture or game capture just was not having it. So actually I had to turn those off, keep display capture and my camera, and now we're hearing stuff. All right. Jesus, my head. I can't believe I fell that far and survived. Although, look around. Maybe I didn't. What is this place? Yep, look at that shit. I should know that rusty old ladder couldn't hold my weight, but I didn't have any choice. I'd rather die down here than suffer that cold any longer. So he went off adventuring, trying to figure out some stuff that clearly... flashlight here. Empty boxes of ammunition. What is this place? So this game, as you will see soon enough, a heavy-looking wooden barrel. Could be anything inside it. This game gives off a lot of The Thing vibes. A steel rod. And that's phenomenal in my eyes because, quite frankly, I love The Thing. Heavy-looking barrel. Could be anything inside it. So I'm just gonna grab all the flares. There's some fish food and some random shit here. Let's see. I can swing this hammer if I hold left mouse. It can only I can make back swing by pulling the mouse right and then follow through by pushing left. The opposite works too. Pulling back and then thrusting forward precedes a stabbing motion. I reckon if I hold down right mouse after the backswing, I should be able to look around. Huh, okay. These shells are old as everything else around here. Could be over 50 years since anyone's been down here. Possibly. You can kind of move the barrels around, but it's all the same. Ammunition boxes and all that jazz. These shells are slowly falling apart. So let's go ahead and open up the tab. We're going to put this in the inventory slot here. So we can actually put all these things in our inventory slot just in case we need it. I can put the glow stick. No, not quite right. What if I do this? Yeah. So metal rod I can put there. The glow stick I can also put there. The glow stick is actually G, so I don't really need to take up that space. A little ghoulish. Ha! Ooh, there we go. Got a little cover name there. But should be decent. But should be decent fallback if the torch cuts out. This is the battery for the torch, and I thought we had batteries. Apparently, we just picked them up. So let's just actually turn the light off. We can kind of still see. This is why I raised the gamma up, so at least you guys can see a little more. There is no fear thingy-majigger in this one, not that I remember. Ah, there we go. Trying to grab as much light source as possible right off the bat. I'm not trying to use it. It's stuck. There must be a way. There must be something in the way. I've jotted down a note just in case. So let's pee. I'm in some kind of underground installation, but the only door in the room is locked. I need to find some way around. Alright, so I guess it's time to do this and kind of move this around here. Move that. Or just that, I guess. And turn that off. Hit 1. Brings out the hammer. And you can... all you have to do is click. Yeah, so... and then it just does that. And then you can stab motion. Basically, it's all about using... you see that you get that kind of like purplish haze when you're in somewhere weird? Yeah. I wonder... oh, I'm gonna turn around. What happens if I go up here, though? Huh. It looks like some kind of industrial mechanism. Although there's a hole in the center, no way to operate it. What if I do this, though? What if I put the steel rod there? Oh! Did I hurt myself? Okay. So that opened up this. I don't know where this leads or what's waiting for me, but unless I want to starve to death, it's my only option. Besides, maybe this place has something to do with my father. Okay, so this is exactly where we need to go, apparently. Don't put the... oh, crap. I really hope that doesn't bite me in the ass in the long run. Oh, hey, look. Sweet, guys, we got it. All right, that's what that was. Okay. So let's go around this way. I guess I don't really need to do that, but at the same time, like, why the hell not, right? I want to see what's... what the fuck? I've never been through these tunnels before. Look at that. Okay, so that basically leads... yeah, that leads to there. And this... if I go that way, it's just a circle, right? What the hell? Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, I guess that's literally it. It doesn't feel like it, though. Okay. I guess we're going down here, guys. Yep. Oh. Okay. Whatever I was descending into, I was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches, located in a remote Arctic wilderness, and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I'd never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets, emergency services at the end of a phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers, all there. If something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me. Friends, parents, teachers were too scared or too far away. A weird way of putting it. I'm back. I didn't read what he said. But I'm guessing there's like a thing, I can't go back? Yeah, it's stuck, I'm trapped, I need to get out. There could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales, not for you, buddy. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, I won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defenses now. So he brings that up. If anything, if anyone or anything hears me, I'd be better off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching and pressing left control will give me the chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know I've got it right because of the blue tint into my vision. Please. Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off the light sources, though. Okay. It's too heavy to look. Best bet is to hide in a couple seconds or so, perfectly still. That'll make me perfectly hidden. So is a weapon and defend myself. Let's turn the light off. Like that, virtually invisible. After this time, it should be night vision back, provided to stay still. So just kind of like a tutorial on if you stand still, like that, you go into this like hiding mode, right? And the reason why that is because, all right, it's not as bad as it looks. We're just gonna go to the office first. But yes, there are things here with us. I just don't. This place must be old, and they're using paraffin lamps. Looks like there's still some juice left. I could turn those lights on if I have a lighter, I think. But I'm gonna go large wooden box. Can't do anything with the boxes. Not from what I remember. This is the office. Okay. So there are things in here with us, and you can kill them, but you can also hide. So you have options. You're not completely limited to just hiding in this game. Last time I played this game, I killed everything because, quite frankly, you move back and forth, pardon me, you move back and forth so much in this game that beef jerky, very useful against whatever we're going to be running into. You move back and forth so much in this game that, quite frankly, sometimes it's an old age filing cabinet. It's easier to just kill everything. The beef jerky. This, everyone, I'm going to attempt differently. So what I'm going to try to do is not kill everything in sight, but maybe try to be a little bit more methodical than I did before. Before, like I said, I basically tried to kill everything, but it's locked. I need a key. Seriously? I need a key for that? Rotten windshells must be added. Must be the added moisture from the grate. This whole room is petrifying. Oh, hello. I can still technically do that, but I don't really think I'm gonna run into anything. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. Same there. I got some Baxtrin for some random reason. Oh, there's another filing cabinet. Nothing in this one. There's some batteries. Fuck yes. Okay, nothing there. I can toss that over there. And I'm looking for the key. Alright, here we go. Copenhagen Post, Monday 17th, August 1930. Psychotropic deposits at the bottom of Death Mine. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that the mind-altering chemicals naturally sown into the rock may be the cause of high suicide rates at a Greenland mine. I'm assuming that's where we are. The university, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern lead mine last year. They discovered that even after taking into account Greenland's naturally high suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high, at 41 deaths per 100,000 populace. compared to the national average of 29. In formal investigation, experts diagnosed in many of the miners symptoms in common with the earlier stages of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypothesize that natural deposits of lysergic acid, a pH 4 formula recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties, may be present in the rocks. Few locals were conducive to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. Invid spirits, known as the Turngate, live in the mountains. The university is waiting for results of chemical testing. Studies continue. Alright, fun. And then there's this. Oh, wait. No. Office log. Okay. 15th of August, 1945. Command Bunker Emergency Airship Zulu. Weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Unremarkable week, I apologize, everybody. Regular supply shipment received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance and carried out twice weekly from here on in. Due to increased snowfall, one wounded. The one wounded figure is no cause for concern back in London. The Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. Two of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop/armory and succeeded in blowing up a couple of fingers. I take partial responsibility for this, in that I allowed them access to the demolitions manual we keep in the storeroom. Okay, that's good to know. I am sure that that's where they learned the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up that manual in the chest in my office. I will keep the key in my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here, but the matter is out of my hands. This base is so disconnected. Sometimes I feel as if this war could end and we might not even hear about it out here. I mean, it's almost done. It's 1945. Supplies requisition order. Dynamite for excavation purposes. 7 bayonets. Not necessarily in my opinion, but procedures state we should have a full complement. No, okay. 1 industrial ice pick for removing the damn ice that forms in the external hatch. I might want that. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7C. In order for myself, my glasses are in rather poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Okay. Reconditioning of mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage. An excavation of previously caved-in areas is going ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find, an artifact buried in the earth and discovered by one of work teams later this evening. After martial duty, I shall take the closer look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made and may have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can discover the source of the light which constantly emanates from it. Chief NCO M. Major. Okay. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. We have the key. And there's said manual. Big Book of Explosives, 1923 edition. Chapter 1.3, Black Match Fuse. Black Match Fuse is one of the oldest, simplest, and most reliable fuses used in modern pyrotechnics. It is easy to create, essentially consisting of just string and gunpowder. But be warned, the chemicals concerned will stain clothing, and as always do concern as advice. Materials required: string, probably preferably cotton, black gunpowder, backstrin. We have the backstrin. The string should be coated with a thin layer of backstrin, which acts as an adhesive. The string is then carefully rolled in the gunpowder and left to dry at least a couple of minutes before use. Okay. Dynamite 2.1. Invented by Alfred Nobel in 1866, dynamite is commonly used in construction, mining, and demolition. It is proved safer to handle than alternatives such as pure nitroglycerin, provided that is, it has been properly stored. Over time, the explosive component of dynamite, supposedly made safe by the presence of the diatomaceous earth, has a tendency to weep, making an old box of the explosive liable to detonate on contact. Wow. That's not good. Materials required: 1 part diatomaceous earth, 3 parts nitroglycerin, small amount of sodium carbonate. Text unreadable, and then simply form into short sticks and wrap in paper. So I can't make dynamite because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. And trinitrotolviv, TNT, better to say. TNT was discovered in 1863 by German chemist Joseph Wilbrandt, but it took some years before it yielded its true potential. This was because of the difficulty of making it explode and the lesser detonation in comparison to dynamite. A main advantage was discovered by the German Navy, who employed TNT's relative explosive stability in order to cause massive damage to British warships. Their torpedoes could be detonated inside the ship's armor rather than exploding on contact as did shells. Armstrong's mixture. Armstrong's mixture is included in this book as more of a point of interest than as a variable chemical mix. The formula exists as somewhat of a legend in modern pyrotechnics, referred by those knowledgeable enough to stay away from it as a death mix. Jesus. It's incredibly volatile. Volatility make it unsuitable for almost all potential applications. Materials required: red phosphorus, barium, which I think we're going to get this. This mixture can be carefully and slowly mixed to minimize risk to the chemist. Sulfur can substitute for some or all of the barium, if we get sulfur, to slightly decrease sensitivity. And there you go, everybody. Now we know how to make things go boom. And this is going to be the last bit. It's a picture of British platoon. It must be date back to World War II. I suppose this mine was converted to some kind of bunker. Probably. This is our saving unit, if I remember correctly. So we're just going to go ahead and click on that bad boy. Almost like the one from Amnesia. A man, an old man, clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before. Still, I know this man before he is Howard. I call him Father. You just kind of recall little things, but what the hell? What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. So essentially, this is the thing that this guy was talking about in his diary. It is our version of a saving unit. Every time you touch it, you save automatically. So I think this is our form of saving. So every time we come through this, we have to make sure we go back to it and click on it to save. I think that's how it works in this game. Don't quote me on that, but yes, I believe that's how it works. But thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you're going to enjoy this series. Again, it's a continuation, and it is the first frictional game that I played and that started the classic survival horror series, in my opinion. Well, you know, it started this popularity. Anyway, whatever. It's still a good game. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you guys want to watch it. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe for more. I'm going to do the entire series. Of course, we'll not do that. I will not just stop a random series regardless of whether it's doing good or bad. I need to finish it to completion. Anyway, thank you again, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this one. There are more to come, and have a wonderful day.